All right, so just to disorient you this morning, starting on Hudson Street instead of Potomac, and we're on our way up. Today is 6:23, which is election day, and I just was reminded by that Sam Cogan sign. Um, this is Nick from the future speaking, and it seems like he has been unseated. I actually did not vote in that race. I did vote, but I decided I didn't know enough about the sheriff's race, nor did I feel passionate enough about either of the candidates to cast a vote. So, could I do more research? Probably. It's like one of those things like the Board of Education, like it's very confusing to me why we're even voting about this in the first place. But democracy. And I think that not only see, I think that this is why I didn't even realize I had a conversation with somebody yesterday morning, and I realized this week I was like, man, there's really a lot fewer cars out on the road. Is everyone still just like out? People take on vacation. I mean, people take vacation during the summer, um, and that is largely because all their kids are out of school. That's the real reason. That's the real reason that there's no cars, or fewer cars, so many fewer cars. It is noticeably less traffic, especially actually, obviously, right there in front of the school, but even through other parts of the city, there's a lot fewer cars. And, I know that we do have school choice here in Baltimore City. Um, I don't, I can never remember whether that applies to the elementary schools or if that is just for high schools. I do have a small child, but he's 6 months old, so believe it or not, I haven't really looked into this that much. And also, the district that I live in currently is has one of the best schools in the city. So for the elementary and middle schools. So I have cast this from my brain until many, many years from now, when who knows whether we'll still even be here. And that's not to say I don't love Baltimore. I love Baltimore. But it does have the unfortunate side effect of being inside of the United States. And lately, it's been kind of weird around here. There's a snake in my boot. So, anyway, we'll see where things are in about a decade. But in the meantime, school's out, and there are fewer cars on the road. Which means that, and getting to my point from before, uh, I did know this. I know that it's a thing, but if you live in the neighborhood where your school is, why do you need to drive your child to school? Just saying. Just maybe I'm thinking out loud. I'm just, you know, just a thought. Because listen, I am going to be moving soon. Um, I've mentioned this in previous streams, and I mean the where we are potentially moving actually is going to end up being much closer to the elementary school. But even if it weren't, even if we were staying where we are, which is kind of on the other side of the neighborhood from where the school is, I still wouldn't drive. I would just walk my kid to school. By the time he's 4 or 5, when he's going to school, he can walk a few blocks. It'll be okay. I can walk a few blocks. It'll be okay. And it'll only take like 10 minutes. So I don't know what, again, I don't know what the future holds. It might not even be me. It'll probably be my wife because I usually get to work at 7:30 and I know the school doesn't start until 8. But also, life changes. Things change. I will say, being able to start work early in the morning and then leave earlier in the afternoon is nice. Being able to get home at 4:30 is nice. But again, we don't know what the future holds. Being in a relationship and having children, you have to make lots of sacrifices and be part of the team and figure out how to address the challenges that you encounter as a team. Bust a move. I never saw any red. Y'all didn't see any red. I mean, not that I think that you all have seen me run red lights. I think I probably ran a red light in the time that we've been watching this video. It's a bicycle, y'all. It's not a car. I don't run red lights in my car. But a bicycle's not a car. It's just not. It's a different thing entirely. Food, drinks, fun, music, and balls. That's what the sign says. I love it. They are talking about meatballs, but I love it. It also is kind of hilarious that balls does not fall under the food category. It is a whole thing unto itself. Um, so, as I've said in previous broadcasts? I don't think that's the right word. Videos. Oh yeah, this person. I love that they stopped for a pigeon. I love it so much. Um, but yeah, if you have any questions or anything that you would like me to talk about during the videos, feel free to reach out and put something in the comments. I have not really gotten any engagement on these videos yet. Like and subscribe. Um, but from what I understand, comments help a lot too. So, trying to get through the rest of this video without any more interruptions. So, once again, we're just parking in this is the sidewalk right now. Okay? This is not just like construction zone. The whole point of them putting the cones out there is so that people can walk without having to go all the way around and use the pedestrian bridge that's like a block away. Or, mind blowing idea, if there's somebody on a bicycle, it's the car brain that is exhibited by these construction workers is just out of this world. I need more coffee. Another bust a move situation. It's okay. We make lamb. I meant to watch earlier. When I was at the intersection at President waiting to cross, I thought I saw someone riding their bike with a dog in their backpack. You do see that from time to time, and I meant to point it out. Um, but then when I got here, I wondered if it was actually the person with the flowers, who I'm now realizing is playing air drums while she's waiting for the light to change, which is fabulous. Did not realize that when it happened in real time. Now, this is something that I definitely would not do. I don't I I hate doing it just on that little segment of the construction zone. She's just driving right up the bus lane in the wrong direction. I would get a tummy ache. And you see, she cuts back in here. She's back up on the sidewalk now. Hmm. Kind of interesting. So when you're on Potomac on the cycle lane, you'll see "Do not enter" signs. It's a one-way street. But then just below that, it says "Accept bikes" because it's a cycle lane in both directions, which this is too. So I'm kind of fascinated that there isn't a sign there for cyclists. I mean, I guess I shouldn't be surprised that we're just ignoring the existence of the bike lane, but hmm, looks like they're missing their rear windshield wiper. Okay. Get across Utah. There's a commotion up here in front of the hospital. You ever think about just the sheer volume of cars and just how much petroleum? Like how do we even have that much petroleum in the earth? It just seems impossible. Like how are we able to power all of these vehicles every day and have been doing for like 100 years? That's a lot of dinosaurs. Just something that crosses my mind on a pretty regular basis. And not only are we powering all of our cars that way, we're also powering most of our uh, power generation, our electricity generation plants. How? They're kind of interesting. Methane, aka natural gas, is a little bit more renewable than typical quote unquote fossil fuels. So while it's true that it is a carbon emitter, and by no means should we be relying on the burning of methane in order to generate electricity. We should be moving away from all of those types of electricity. It's interesting that we still call it a fossil fuel because it's not the only way for us to get methane. Yes, there are there is a lot of underground methane that came from the breakdown of plants and creatures, but methane also comes off of landfills, and we do methane capture on landfills that we then explode and turn into electricity. So it is interesting. So it is slightly more renewable because the things that are currently deteriorating are also emitting methane. You just put them on all the mouths of put a methane capture device on all the mouths of all the cows. It would save us a lot of issues. Yeah, fun fact in case you didn't know, the methane from cows is from their burps, not from farts. And on that note, that's the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.